What's up, everyone? Welcome back, VIBEATHON Part 2. Previously, we created the rock, paper, scissors arena with Rosebud AI, and now we are going to try to use Rosebud templates instead of creating from scratch. We also have Replit continuing to work to make its version of the rock, paper, scissors arena. We might visit that as we go. And the key thing that we want to do here is understand whether the templates work and whether they help us do what they're supposed to do, which is get a more advanced, reliable application working and also improve the steerability or the controllability of the output. So here are the two projects we worked on earlier. We did this 2D rock, paper, scissors. And it worked fairly well, and it was getting to the point where we could integrate Supabase database if we wanted to, and I didn't want to go that far. We also had the 3D, which didn't work as well. This one got stuck on bugs, and so we bailed out of that. So what if we can use a template to get a 3D application working better? And so here's where the templates come in. And you just go to the website, log in, and instead of typing, you scroll down and you can browse. All of these are templates. And you can use any of these projects as a template, but then you also might see that they're based on. And so there are some templates that are more common than others. We can see 3D blank. The Rosebud World Labs Physics is pretty common for these 3D ones. Here's an OOP3JS. Rosebud AI Universal Project. I think that's kind of the default one, but you'll see that a bunch of times. And another one that I like is this Voxel Forest template. So here's another Voxel first person RPG. And so first, we're just going to play with the template and see if we like it, and then we will try to build a game on top of it. Okay, so a couple of these. Here's a cozy adventure. This number here, I think it might refer to the number of prompts used to build it up. So this is kind of cool because in a way you're getting 1,000 free prompts, right? Which otherwise would be expensive for you to do yourself. I want to check out this portal demo. This demo, that looks cool. And let's go for Web3. We'll look at a couple of these. No thanks, not that one. RPG, yeah, let's do RPG. Infinity Tower Mobile, based on Infinity Tower. This looks cool. Oh, I clicked puzzle by accident. Whoops. 2D playground. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, so this should be enough, and then we'll pick one to go with. All right, Harmony of the Elements. Nice. Chosen Ranger. Okay, I'm a Chosen Ranger. All right, this is also 3D. Some cool assets. The loading is kind of jank. Oh, but stuff looks cool. Move around WASD. Nice. It's laggy, so it's not exactly performance optimized. But it's giving like almost wannabe Elder Scrolls vibes. Some of these assets look really cool. I don't know if they're made in Rosebud or if they were sort of uploaded. I don't know how to attack. I don't know how to do anything. Is this, I'm just walking around. What's this thing? Nice, I got a magic onion egg. Okay, all right, that's a little laggy for my taste. That was fun. How about this one? Whoa, I just fell through the universe. What's up, dude? I guess you're a bad guy, huh? You seem bad. Okay. Got him. This one is, the lag on this is a lot better. And I can jump. The graphics are cool too. Here, look at those. The lighting is nice. We got these rounded cubic corners. try to get my whole web screen in there. Okay, cool. I don't need to jump on the, I can sort of just walk over. I can sort of walk over the hill. It looks nice in here. Okay, so this is pretty limited, but I like it kind of as a, you know, as a thing to be based on. So how did I find this again? Is this the forest? Maybe this is the forest. I guess the name will be in the title. First person RPG template. Yeah, let's go. Keep this one in mind. First person. So we might want to build first person RPG template. We might want to create from. Okay, we're going to keep this one in mind. How about this one? Here I'm just walking through walls. That's interesting. Am I destroying the environment as I go? I don't really know what's happening. Yeah, it looks like I'm sort of just destroying the environment by walking through it. Okay. Escape to unlock mouse. I can break a block and place a block. Okay, okay, okay. Let's try to trap a person. No? Okay, that didn't work very well. Interesting, interesting detail on the kind of person there. I don't know, I'm not really feeling that one, but okay, cool. Start adventure, here's cozy adventure. What do you think, chat? How are we doing? All right, I got a dog, that's a win. Got a wood plank and an apple, nice. This is cool. Let's chop some more trees down. So if I hold the mouse, he doesn't keep chopping. This is cool. All right, let's do build mode. All right. Not enough resources, okay? Let me go chop some more trees down. What can I do with an apple? Can I eat an apple? I like the camera control on this one. Nice. How do I get a door? How do I make a door, homie? Build menu, floor, okay. Whoa, I'm falling through the universe. Okay, let's not use that one. Wow. Click to start, okay? Nice. I have a box, okay? And I can throw the box. Or drop it at least. The environment here looks cool. Got it, it's a portal type of thing. Okay, so it's like a puzzle. Where do my boxes go? Come on, box. We must open the portals. Heyo, can I get out of here? No? Interesting graphics going on there. This is kind of cool-ish, maybe. Am I stuck? I don't know how to go anywhere. I guess that's the extent of this universe. Okay, let's forget about that one. So far we have this winner over here, the Voxel Forest RPG. That's going to be cool. Here's a 3D blank template. We can check that one out as well. Some good performance here. Okay, and we got physics. We can push the thing down. What's up, dude? I can jump. All right, cool. Yeah, maybe this is one to consider as well. So this is the 3D blank template. And see, I see this one says 17,000. I don't know if this refers to the prompt count, but this would be 17,000 plus. This would be hundreds. So maybe that's nicer in a way, if it's sort of like cleaner in a way. I'm thinking of less background code, but I don't know. I don't really know how to evaluate these things. All right, this one's my email password. I don't want that, but that's cool that there's a template like that. Infinity Tower, let's go. Oh, we want to do this one first. Let's do this one. Check my handout, dog. This feels like this would be good for like a jump scare thing. I like the lighting. I like the lighting in here. I can't jump. I can't seem to click or do anything. But the graphics here are really nice. Whoa. Alright, I don't know, this is one to consider maybe. That's cool. Choose my character, let's be Richter. Okay, this is kind of like the 2D dungeon crawler thing I was going for. I don't like that it like scrolls my whole window when I move. Can I attack these people? This is kind of cool, except it scrolls my whole window when I push down. Remix this game. Disabled remixing. Why would you do that? Okay, so we can't use it even though it's like kind of close-ish to what I wanted. Lannister's Legacy. Or Lannister's, maybe it's like the Lannisters. Lannister's Legacy. Like the Lannisters, but New York version. Do I want to be a youthful Lusitanian? Not really. Make me a boomer dog. Is there anyone who's a boomer? This guy looks like kind of like a blonde boomer. Disabolus, the brave one, who is also a blonde boomer. Works for me. Whoa, nice. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Welcome. People call me Quinn. Okay, what's up, Quinn? So I get a gladiator, okay? This is just names or something? My motivity? People just be making stuff up. We need all the might, thank you very much. I would like an axe. Excellent choice. You say that to everyone, don't you? Okay, cool. So this has that top-down 2D RPG vibe that I was going for. Yeah, I really like this option. So we got top two. These are the top two. So let's go to, what is this called? Lannister's Legacy. We'll use both of these. We're going to create from, we'll use all three of these. Voxel first person. I don't have the ability to open in a new tab. That's a bummer. So I have to remember. Voxel first person, 3D blank, Lannister Legacy. Voxel first person, 3D blank, Lannister Legacy. 3D blank, 3D blank. blank, and Lannister Legacy. I feel like I'm from New York every time I say that. AI characters, what is this? That's interesting. Not Infinity Tower, Lannister Legacy. And it comes from a 2D playground, so that's also interesting to note. So what do we want to do in each of these cases? Here, enable the user to get quests to collect items that fall from cut down trees. Why not? I don't know. Codebase too large. Ah, boo. Immediately unusable. Okay, alright. .3D blank template. Did I not click the create from? In the meantime, here's Replit. I updated the authentication system, okay? Let's try to sign up. Sharpmaster. That would be good if it had a create strong password on the, yeah, create account. Boom. Let's get that strong password in there, shall we? Okay. Sorry, I couldn't generate valid code. All right, so let's see. How about create an NPC who can sell training for skills. It seems like once a project gets complex, then it can't really be updated or edited. Get wrecked. Oh, I can place blocks. Look at that. It's inherited from the other app. I must climb the stairway to heaven. Oh yeah, I'm on top of the world, boy. Wait, there's like the maximum here? Couldn't generate valid code. All right, I'm done with this. All right, so what I'm learning is that the Rosebud template is not helping us in this case. I added a password generator. Let's try to... Oh, I will. Okay, so it's not done yet. Let's see. Over 3,000 likes on TikTok. Y'all rock. How am I just noticing? Thank you so much. Feel free to drop a comment. We can try to build something else while Replit cooks. Our Lovable app was looking pretty good, but the Supabase integration was failing. Which is what always happens with Lovable, man. It makes a pretty cool app, but then it don't work. It don't work. Paper versus Start podcast. It's a tie. Wow. Rock should beat Start podcast. No, come on. Rock should beat Start podcast. Man. As soon as I try to integrate Supabase, it just falls all apart. I don't know. What can we do? Rock versus a horse. Tie. Scissors. Ninja Strike beats Scissors. Oh, man. Rock beats Fireball. That's right. Let's keep rocking it then. Rock versus Baked Cookies is a tie. Yeah, that makes sense. Paper versus Earthquake is a tie. Scissors versus Earthquake is also a tie. Are we just going to tie? We're going to tie it out here? Paper supremacy, let's go. I win. Paper beats Baked Cookies. That's right. That's right. And now I can heal myself. All right. This is still working. Added a checkpoint. Added strong password creation. Okay, so we're going to sign up. Here's my email. Here. I don't see... Oh, sign up. Yeah. Let's do a random username. Cool. Swift Guardian. That's me. Let's generate the password, and it copied it. Let me confirm. Yes, it did. That's a strong password. I dig it. 3,700 likes on TikTok. Let's go. Let's get 4K. Let's get 4K. Feel free to drop a comment if you want to pick my rock, paper, scissors move. It restarted again. I lost my ability. Why would it restart? I was... All right, whatever. We'll be over here. Signed in. Now I'm signed in. Now I'm signed out. Okay, now I want to sign in. Log in, got my email, got my password. Let's even save it. Let's not save it there. It looks like the authentication is really working, chat. That's fire, dog. That's the first time I've gotten any vibe coding tool that wasn't like Cursor, like manually with manual coding. To actually do authentication. Okay, so let's start. Rock. Defeat. Okay. Beat your scissors, homie. Drop a comment if you want to pick the move. Beat your scissors. What are we learning? Rock, paper, scissors, fireball? What are we doing, chat? Rock, paper, scissors, heal? We're over 4K. Thank you so much. I think I'm going to go fireball. Let's go fireball. Okay? Let's start a new match. Total wins 3. Let's start a new match. Fireball. Tie. Fireball. Tie. Fireball. Tie. Paper. Tie. Scissors. Lose. Fireball. Tie. So how does he have my exact abilities? Should top tier US AI specialists be demanding a raise since we're saving the company 100K H1B? Demanding, I like softer language, so I'm always a fan of like negotiating, advocating, making sure that you're given what you're valued for. So I would maybe suggest that you initialize that conversation, maybe, but I wouldn't do it as a demand, like give me 100K or I'm gonna walk. Not really smart. But you can, and I also wouldn't necessarily phrase it like, hey manager, now that this new bill has been passed, can I get a raise based on that? I wouldn't necessarily frame it that way. But yeah, if you think you're not being paid what you're worth, then I would raise that with your manager. And you're gonna see the wages, the salaries, the compensation, you're gonna see it organically change, but it takes a little while for that to hit, right? So you might want to, I would encourage you to be patient. You might want to wait till like Q1 and then check levels.fyi and see where the compensation is. I don't know where you work, but like check with your company and see how things are changing. Or if your company does annual compensation kind of recalibration and they announce new bands, check in on that and then ensure that you're being paid currently fair market value competitively based on your worth in the market, your worth at the company. That's the way that I would approach that. So I wouldn't necessarily bring it up overnight. I think that could be too abrupt. I would avoid words like demand, and I would also avoid bringing up the policy as the reason. You want to make sure that the reason that you're getting paid more is because of the value that you're delivering and what you're worth in the market. And so the policy could lead to changes there, but it's going to take a little bit of time so that you can surface the data points. Bro said I was joking. Yeah, you're joking, but actually it's kind of true. Yeah, as a joke, that is pretty funny though. Sometimes I can't tell when I'm just reading text. Okay, it seems like when the player is granted a new move. Oh, by the way, let me just go ahead and lose so I can get on the leaderboard. Go detective mode. Let's do that. Let's save score to the leaderboard. Okay, we're logged in. Let's save to the leaderboard. All right, here I am, right? Here I am. It seems like when a player is granted a new move, then the opponent automatically gets the same move. This should not be the case. Let the opponent always have randomly generated moves that are selected independent of the main player character. Okay. Over 5,000 likes. Thank you so much, TikTok. Y'all rock. We're closing this. This we're leaving open. And we have concluded our analysis of the Rosebud templates. And what I concluded is that it doesn't add much value. The most attractive templates, which have a lot of pre-written code, it can actually overwhelm the system so that you're not even technically allowed to build on top of those. So that's a real bummer. Okay, and Replit, it looks like we'll be publishing this today. Follow the page, we'll continue to stream more. We got Claude from Anthropic, we got Codex from OpenAI. These are coming up soon, and we'll continue to iterate with Replit, which is going really, really well.